Well, Sarah, the Supreme Court voted 5-4 to keep this ruling in place. This means migrants fleeing their countries and seeking asylum here in America have to wait longer to cross into our country. Since the pandemic began, the United States has been using a public health rule designed to immediately turn away migrants who have crossed the southern border, citing COVID-19 prevention. This rule is known as Title 42.
The crux of this issue right now and why it is so controversial is that this was enacted as a public health emergency during a public health emergency.
But in April, the CDC said that Title 42 was no longer necessary because of changing public health conditions and an increased availability of tools to fight COVID.
However, the status quo has created a situation where there is now an immigration crisis with basically a year's worth of migrants who are all waiting along the U.S.-Mexico border to come in.
According to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, since March 2020, Title 42 has been used more than 2 million times to turn away migrants. Chris George is with the Integrated Refugee and Immigrant Services. He says this ruling is un-American.
It's expelling people without giving them a chance to make their case that they are fleeing persecution and violence. And that goes against our American values.
Now, with the Supreme Court keeping this in place for now, Jeffrey Curtin says that this will have a negative impact if and when Title 42 is lifted.
When Title 42 is finally fully rescinded, we are looking at roughly a full year's worth of migrants who are going to be coming across in the following days and weeks. So that is a massive problem of scale.
George agrees.
As soon as we lift it, or before, we need to prepare for that influx in migrants. We need to have many more crossing points. We need to have immigration authorities that are there to interview people.
And now the Supreme Court is set to hear arguments regarding Title 42 in February. The ruling is not expected until at least May. In the studio, DeAndrea Turner, Fox 61 News.